Welcome to Tennessee. Well, me and the International Ladies of Purpose got an opportunity to take a trip during the holidays through Tennessee. We went through Pigeon Forge and then we checked out beautiful, exciting Gatlinburg. If you have not been to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, the next time you're anywhere near it, if you're in Nashville, wherever you are, make sure you get to Tennessee. One thing we enjoyed so much was the road trip. That was a great experience. We talked to our hotel manager, and he told us to go over to Pawpaw's. His name was Shecky or Shekus or something like that. Really cool guy. We just happened to meet him, and he said you got to go over to Pawpaw's. So we said, okay, we're looking for some good fresh seafood that he says that they source right out of Louisiana, fresh right out the Gulf and other places. So, as you can see on the screen, all that delicious food we had came from a restaurant called Pawpaw's, which is about maybe 15 minutes as you're heading outside of Pigeon Forge down the little road, country, nice little road. The food was delicious. The service was amazing. Every lady that was with me enjoyed the food. Pawpaw's was the best, so make sure you visit Pawpaw's restaurant. Next things we had fun on was just taking pictures places. When you get to Pigeon Forge, it is a whole show. Now, the first night when we got there, we checked out Huck Finn. That was also a tip given to us by our hotel staff when we first got there. Now, this is before we met Shooky. This is before we met him. She said go to Huck Finn because we said we wanted some seafood. So we went ahead and we went to Huck Finn. Before they even give you your meal, they give you something called victuals. As you can see, all of that right there was the victuals. That was kind of like your appetizer, no cost. The hush puppies were amazing. The lemonade and the sweet tea was on point, and the ladies really enjoyed it. I mean, we just bragged and bragged. We didn't even know about what was to come. Again, from Pigeon Forge to Gatlinburg is just a very short little drive. Again, if you go during the holidays, it is going to be a longer ride to you. So just be prepared that it's a very laid back town, that it's a very kind of going about your business town. So just make sure when you're there, you just take whatever little long rides that you need. There's also quite a few mountain views that you can go and do. That's the one thing we said if we would have had a lot more time. We were there for a week, but if we had more time, we would have gone up to one of the highest point mountains to see the sunrise or even the sunset. But all of our drives were just so scenic, so calming, so absolutely awesome. I never thought I could be a road trip person, but I have been proven wrong time and time again that guess what? Even I can be a road trip person. And so everywhere we went, there was just absolutely beautiful scenery. I definitely wanted to get pictures of every single thing we did. As we were in Pigeon Forge, there was so many things to take pictures with. So we went over to the Titanic Museum and Expo. We took a picture with the Titanic anchor, as you can see there. We got an opportunity to get a close-up look from the boat because when we were at another viewing, we could just look across the street, and I was like, I gotta go over there and get a picture with all the Titanic. Now, I have to admit, I'm one of those people who's never seen the whole movie, so I don't know a lot about the movie, but I just thought that what they had there for a photo opportunity was really, really amazing. Now, we went May of 2022. That was during the Memorial holiday week. We left literally on Memorial Day. So this was in time for us to be able to be there where there are a lot of people there. We got a chance to meet so many people. Even just us taking a picture there with the Titanic hat, a lady saw us taking pictures and she says, I'll get y'all's picture. I'll get your picture. So we gave her the camera. She was all down on her knees. She was doing angles. I mean, it was just amazing how she took our picture with just so much joy. And so we got a chance to get the whole group because we were taking pictures one by one by one. And then, I had my selfie stick. We could have used that. But when she offered, I said, voila, here we go. So you see us there. it was just really, really fun to know that somebody even cared enough to say, would you like for me to, and she was with her family, so she could have just been like, okay, I'm with my family, I don't have to be bothered with what they're got going on. But she said, let me get your picture. And when she was kneeling down, I said, and if the lady lay down on the ground and take the picture, I'm gonna be done for the day, because I'll be laughing so hard with joy. But that's our group, the International Ladies of Purpose, and we had such a good time. We went over to different museums. We went to photo museums. We went to, the parking lot where there were some monuments that all of them weren't open. But overall, I can tell you right now, you will enjoy Pigeon Forge and you will enjoy Gatlinburg. Now, you probably think, well, they're both two different cities, but it's just like any other town. You've got the big town and then you've got the suburb area. It's just a little small town right outside of it. But again, we tried to get pictures of every single thing that we thought we could share with the public, so that if they're considering taking their family, I said before I even left there, I said, I'm going back. And the reason I have to go back is because I would like to take my adult children, and I would like to take some other friends and things like that, so that they can see how beautiful the place really is. On the row of, when you get to Pigeon Forge, on that main highway is where all the action is for photo opportunities. Again, you've got the Titanic, you've got the Sky roller coaster, you've got the Lenses place right there that I'm showing you. Beautiful, beautiful photo opportunity with that. You've got museums, you've got theaters, you've got upside down buildings, you've got so many amazing. The picture right here was really my favorite out of everything, because I just love seeing those hands with the nails on the camera. And I just wanted us girls to get pictures at all the places. They have like a haunted museum. They've got the President's Monument. They got King Kong going up a building, which you'll see later on in the video. But we had an amazing time. And I am one of those people that when I travel, I want to get as many photos as I can. Now listen, I'm going to put in the description box, but if you want to rent a UTV, I'm going to give you an amazing place that you can rent your UTV from. Family company, family owned, family oriented. They were the nicest. And then come to find out, the owner was from Alabama, the same place in Montgomery where one of the members, Miss Agnes, is from. So it was just so great getting to know people. One thing I can tell you about this trip that I feel like will happen for you as well, we never met a stranger on this trip. Everybody we spoke to was as if we already knew them. Even when we were driving in the UTVs and having a great time on the roads and the back way and going through the going through the little forest and all of that, we spoke to so many people. We saw people on motorcycles. We met a husband and wife. They were motorcycling through the forest, and he let us sit on his motorcycle just to get a photo and take pictures. And he was just like, yeah, go right ahead. He was just so nice about everything, because I love motorbikes, and so I wanted to sit on his motorbike. And you see, there's me and my sister-in-law. That's Lily, one of our members to our group, and we took turns driving, which that was another thing that I could tell you right now personally that I enjoyed about the trip, is that all the women got along swimmingly. All of the women were very accommodating to one another. All of the women in International Ladies of Purpose were absolutely just amazing and willing to just do whatever was on the list. We went with a list of 40 things, and we picked and chose every day what we wanted to do. And then there were some things we fell into that we were happy that we fell into, that we didn't even know that we were specifically going to do, like the restaurants. I had other restaurants picked out, but after Mr. Shooky told us where to go, I was like, I'm going to trust this guy. And we got some photos. As you can see, Miss Felicia, she's a member, photos in front of the UTVs. But that was a great experience and a great ride and a lovely opportunity for conversation with the members in the group. And when we went through the town of Gatlinburg and those UTVs, everybody was just kind of staring, just as we were doing when we saw people coming through in the UTVs. We were staring as well. Another location that we got an opportunity to go to, as you can see right there on the screen, was just really a great opportunity for us to just get more photos and to be able to show them to you, because I'm always going to do that. So when you come to this channel for the International Ladies of Purpose, you're going to guarantee a couple things. I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to show you about it. And then I'm going to encourage you to get some of what I'm showing you and I'm encouraging you to do, because if I've experienced it and I liked it, I'm going to do it. Another thing I'm going to encourage you to do when you're on your travel ventures, make sure that when you go to a location, you write it down and you go to Google and do a Google review. I did a Google review for every location that we went to. Our group, we went to maybe about 25, 30 different stops. I did a Google review on every single experience that we had. Fun fact, sometimes when you do Google reviews, those company owners, they respond back to you. Out of the 25 Google reviews that I did, 6 of the owners responded back. I don't know about you, but I like the response. Now, let me give you a little fun fact about the forest. We were warned before we went. The bears are going to be up there. You're probably going to see them. But if you don't bother them, they won't bother you. They're usually looking for trash and food to eat, or they're usually looking for, if they're lost or something like that. They're hungry. And I thought, well, we're in the month of May. Of course they'd be out. So as you can see on this screen.
Are we going to come in? Do a selfie.
Now this young lady here, Miss Fanny, she was a park ranger. And when I tell you she was lovely and sweet, she was absolutely everything that we needed to see for that day. I told you we never met a stranger. And every time I ask to take a picture with someone, they'll do it. We got a chance as a group to go to what they call Anakeesta. On our way to Anakeesta, though, I love a good tunnel. So as you can see us going through the tunnel, it was so much fun. When I'm on road trips with my car club and we go through a tunnel, we all blow our horns just to get the, reverberation from. It is so much fun. So make sure you go through the tunnel when you're coming back from Gatlinburg. But at the Anakeesta, at first I thought, well, maybe the ladies might not want to go because it's kind of like a theme park and we're all over 45 and, we protecting our knees, our ankles, our back. I didn't know how adventurous my ladies would be, but they showed up. They showed out. They played at whatever level made them feel comfortable. And let me tell you, it was absolutely amazing. The views that you can get when you walk all the way up to the top at Anakeesta, breathtaking, very memorable. You get to talk and meet people all the way up because every level that I went up, there was somebody talking. People were doing challenges. Whoever gets to the top has to buy dinner tonight. There's a husband and wife and the kids were doing a challenge. Dad said, Mom, you can have it. You and the kids, y'all can have it. I'm buying anyway. Y'all can have it. It was absolutely everything that I needed for that day. And I know for the girls, everything they needed. Look at the photos that we got to take. I have a favorite one. Of all the beautiful things we did, I have a favorite photo. And my favorite photo is when our group took the pictures with the little sitting bear. One of my favorite photos is taking the pictures with the colored flowers behind us. One of my favorite pictures was taking the group photo with the beautiful sky view behind us at the top. One of my favorite photos was showing you the photo of when we got to the top of Anakeesta. But my most memorable and favorite photo is when we got to the Book of Knowledge tree man. That's what I'm calling him. I don't know what his name is. But he was a tree made into like a form of a human. And we all got to go and get that picture. So that's my favorite one. Again, I just want to encourage you to make sure that you take the steps and go up again. It's not a race to the top unless you want to make a challenge out of it, which is always fun. But once you get to the top, you get to see the most amazing, beautiful views. Take your time and walk up those 20 steps. Take a breather, because that's what I did. I walked up the steps. I took a breather. Got my photos. Talked to people. Went up the next level. Took a breather. Walked around, because you can walk around all the way. Took a breather, took some photos, kept on going. That's what helped me get all the way up to the top. Now, a long time ago, I used to just be run to the top and I'm fine. It ain't like that anymore. So, again, get your views in by car, going down the back roads. Get your views in by going over to the Anarchista and going all the way up to the top. Get your views in by checking out what's around your hotel. Get you some sightseeing in. If you go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, get you some sightseeing in Pigeon Forge, which is 15 minutes down the road. It's not like you have to go to a whole huge other area like a 2-hour drive or anything. You're just literally 15 minutes. Now, I want to warn you, we went during Memorial Day 2023. And there was a bit of traffic. So some of the 15-minute drives took 30. If you're from a big city, you already get it. I'm from Houston, so I get it. Traffic, I get. I just choose when I want to participate in the traffic things. But on most days, I will say 95% of the days that we were there, free and clear traffic, free and clear to go in and eat. Even the most popular restaurants that you'll see in just a minute, that if you don't remember anything else about this video, I want you to take your family and go to this particular restaurant when you go there. Make a reservation, and when you call, it's probably going to say, if you go during a busy time, the reservation line is probably going to say, you can't make a reservation, you just have to come in and test your luck. We went in, and we were like number 30 on the thing, and we waited less than 20 minutes. The first day, the next day, they said they didn't have reservations until that Monday, and guess what? We got in. You can see us right there. We sat down. We started a conversation. Even me and one of the members, Felicia, we started having fun because when you come in, you got to give your phone number. So we listened to the first 3 digits of the phone number and we try to figure out what state they were from. So while we were sitting there having a good time, that's the little game that we played. But that's the Anarchista view. When you get there, of course, and you get your band around your arm, they're going to take you right to the photo spot. They're going to get your photo, and then at the end, you can purchase your photo. So what we did is we purchased our photos, and then within 24 hours, you can go and pull them. And what we did is we went and pulled all of our photos, and then that's how you could see those photos right there. But those were taken by the facility that was there. So that was not my own particular photo, but that was theirs. But as you can see, we took as many pictures as we could with a lot of different buildings behind us and things like that. That was our trip on the way back. We stopped at Billy's because, again, coming from Houston, we had to go through Louisiana, so we stopped in Scott, Louisiana at Billy's Boudin, and that was one of the things that I encouraged the ladies to please allow me to take them there to Billy's Boudin in Scott, Louisiana. So on this channel for International Ladies of Purpose, you're going to hear us talk about a lot of things in the U.S. You're going to hear us talk about a lot of things on an international level. Now that is when you're going to get some really, really amazing pictures when we travel outside of the U.S., even though in the U.S. we have some of the most amazing and beautiful views, and Gatlinburg, Tennessee was absolutely one of them, and Pigeon Forge was everything all about getting photos. Now, that's us again right there at the Huck Finn. We just had a little fun on the outside because they had a map of everything and everywhere. I got adventurous and wanted to go to the Skyland and do the roller coaster. Nobody wanted to do it with me. Now, that was the thing that they say, okay, we're going to draw the line at the roller coaster thing because we are just not in the mood. I wish they had done it with me because it was so much fun. You can control the speed and everything. So if you want to take your kids to do that, feel absolutely safe to do it because it was controlled by you and not by them. So one thing about the International Ladies of Purpose is that we love to celebrate, and we make sure we celebrate wins. It was coming up to 1 month after we were leaving there was going to be our 1-year anniversary as an official travel group for ladies over 45. And so we had an amazing time celebrating our 1-year anniversary. We hired a private photographer to take us into the mountains, take us to the waterfall, take us to, the oldest house that's on the land there. And as you can see, it was absolutely gorgeous. We had an amazing time. So if you go to Tennessee and you want to get some family photos, I will also link that down in the description. Maybe you can use Bob at Imagine That Photography. So thank you for watching this video today about Tennessee, more importantly, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We could have driven over to Nashville. We could have gone anywhere, but we found right in Pigeon Forge, right in Gatlinburg, that we could get our whole entire life in that area. So thank you again for listening to our videos, and have an amazing travel, and make sure you let us know.